Native News Today. Good afternoon, everyone out there. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Jason Salzman, joined alongside Gerald Wofford for another edition of Native News Today. And Gerald, we're not standing still on this program. We progress every day, and I think you'll see that on this episode.
That's right, Jason. We added a little bit of creativity this week to Native News Today. As always, we feel like we always want to be on the creative side and always reaching forward for those new angles to our stories.
When you look at it like that, we like to say around here we like to try and be in a microcosm of the Indian tribes in this state as far as progressing on a day-to-day basis and never being satisfied with the status quo. So with that in mind, we got some new segments here on the show for this week, and one of those will be a behind the scenes, and we'll take a one-on-one look at somebody around the Muscogee Creek Nation doing things that maybe somebody doesn't notice on a day-to-day basis and needs a little bit more information. We'll also hit the road, traveling Indian country with Mr. Gerald Wofford. So we got all that and more, plus all those great Native American stories that you're used to right here on Native News Today. Hi, I'm Jason Salzman, and we're very proud of our program here at Native News Today. But what you may not know, it's just a small part of a fully functioning multimedia center, the Muscogee Creek Nation Communications Department. The Communications Department is involved in every aspect of media, whether it be print with the Muscogee Nation News, the official publication of the Muscogee Creek Nation, as well as graphic design. The graphic design department here can offer everything from event invitations to banners to even calendars and desk decals. It's all involved here, as well as photography, a professional grade studio where Muscogee Creek citizens can receive discount rates for things such as senior pictures and family portraits. So for all of your multimedia needs, please don't hesitate to come down to the Muscogee Creek Nation Communications Department, located in Altmauge at the Capitol Complex, or you can reach us by phone at 918-732-7720. Let us help you get your name out there.
And welcome back to Native News Today. Jason Salzman with Gerald Wofford. You know, Jason, there's so many important parts of tribal government that we cover. And one important part of tribal government that has been historically connected with tribes since their beginning, I guess you could say, with national government recognition, has been law enforcement. Here with the Muscogee Creek Nation, that is the Lighthorse Department.
Well, you know, Gerald, you mentioned there we like to cover everybody, but what about the guys and the ladies that cover us on a day-to-day basis and make sure that we're safe and watch over our tribal lands? That's the Lighthorse Police Department, and we're very fortunate to have them as part of our nation. They do a wonderful job, and a couple weeks ago here on the show, Chief Jack Shackelford gave us a dime store tour of the new facility, but this past week was more of a pomp and circumstance. Dignitaries out, tribal dignitaries, state dignitaries, and local law enforcement officials all out in celebration of the opening of this brand new building for the Muscogee Creek Nation Lighthorse, and we're very proud of it, and we know they are, and we're glad to be there.
This is indeed a good morning for this nation, for the dedication of this fine facility. The chief took me through and had a tour of the building, and it is really a nice facility. And I asked about the resources, and it was a gaining revenue. So with the revenue that we have, we're doing things like this, you know, making us proud, and especially the Lighthorse, to be in a building like this that they can be proud of. And as I have gone throughout the state and have seen the other tribes, well, their facility probably is nice as this we have, but this surely makes me proud. And also proud that we have young men like the Lighthorse that we have today standing in front of us to protect our people and our properties. And also in the tour, I didn't, see a jail anywhere. But I see that the Lighthorse legacy still continues because we have 3 whipping trees over here. So in lieu of the jail, we have the whipping trees. But I'm glad to say that this is indeed a good day, and glad to see all the employees out, chief, second chief, and all the tribal officials. And with that, I want to encourage the Lighthorse to go out and protect our lands and our people, and especially to keep up the integrity of the nation.
Good morning to everyone. Appreciate you being here. This is the pride of the Creek Nation down here this morning, and what a beautiful day we have to dedicate it. We want to thank the dignitaries from the city, the county, and the other law enforcement agencies who work with our Lighthorse. I was talking to Warsh a while ago, and we were talking about in the early 90s, with the junky buildings you had down there. Been putting up with that for 15 years. One of the worst places on the campus, and now I'm proud to say that you all got one of the nicest places on the campus. So we support you. We have got this building built. Back several years ago, I went with Marcy Scott to Albuquerque a lot of times, lobbying for federal grants to build jails. Back the DOJ back in those days were building jails. I'm sort of glad we didn't get one of those, because when the federal government builds something completely, they won't tell you how to run it. Now, you people can decide how it needs to be run best. You got the building open, you got supplies. Mike Flood told me the other day you got enough weapons in there to start a war. But we're glad your supplies, your equipment is top notch. We've got that. One thing we haven't got for you, and I assure you we're going to be working at, is to bring your wages up equal to the other law enforcement agencies. That's one thing we're going to be working on. And we, people of the Creek Nation, thank you very much.
I would first like to welcome everyone to the new Lighthorse Administration Building. This is a proud day for all of us here at Lighthorse and the nation. This building is the end result of 3 years of planning, appropriations, and construction. And as you can tell by the end result, it's been worth the wait. When I first came to Lighthorse, as did many of my other officers, we were housed in an old motor pool garage, which we shared with the GSA. At that time, we had a total of 16 officers. In 3.5 years, our ranks have doubled to 34 sworn officers and 9 support staff. We operated out of a 2,000 square feet of office space, and believe me, that was not enough. You can imagine what it was at 16 officers, and then when we got 34, it was really crowded. This new building has 7,000 square feet. And again, as you can tell, it's a state-of-the-art facility. This is just another tool for our officers to utilize to help enforcing the laws of the Muscogee Creek Nation. I want to thank everyone for being here, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. I see we've got Okmulgee Chief of Police here, Okmulgee County Sheriff here. I appreciate you guys coming out. I appreciate your support. Anything we can do for you, we're here for you, and likewise, I know we can count on you guys too. Again, welcome to our facility. We've got food. I know that's why everybody came. Come in, enjoy it, look through the facility, and if you need any help, you know who to call. Thank you.
Gerald, I'll tell you a few things about the Johnson O'Malley program that's well known throughout the state, also throughout the nation, that you may not know. First off, it was brought about by the Johnson O'Malley Act of 1934. This had 5 provisions in it, the main being education. Another thing is, President Bush, the current president of the United States, wanted to eliminate the program in total in his fiscal year 2009 budget. Met a little resistance from the Muscogee Creek Nation here, as well as the other programs too. And also, our coordinator, Miss Virginia Thomas, is also the national president. That's right, the national president of the Johnson O'Malley program, as well as her assistant manager there, Jerry Brandon, is also a board member on the national board. So we not only call the shots around here, those ladies call the shots worldwide too. So.
Well, that's very interesting you mentioned that, the history of the Johnson O'Malley. The reason we bring that up is we recently attended their In-Service Awards, which were held at Green Country Votech right here in Okmulgee. Okay, we are here at the Green Country Votech Johnson O'Malley In-Service Awards. The lady that coordinates the Johnson O'Malley here at the Muscogee Creek Nation, Miss Virginia Thomas. Virginia, tell us more in depth what this event is about this morning and just really what it's all about.
This is our quarterly in-service for all of our contractors. Creek Nation serves 47 school districts throughout our boundary areas, and we serve close to 16,000 students for JOM. And so what we have here today is we have kind of a compiling of different people. We have administrators, superintendents, parent committee members, coordinators. They're all come in for our training. We're going to be going through our handbook, going through all the details. We have all of our tribal leaders here, including our chief and second chief, the Speaker of the House. We're going to have a special meeting with the superintendents, and they're going to be speaking with Chief and how Muscogee Creek Nation is going to be working with them in the schools this year about the funding for JOM and how we're working together to making our program a success. We also are going to be honoring one of our exemplary schools today. The joint tribes get together and we host the statewide JOM conference. It's going to be in April. This year, the Creek Nation is the host, and we will be providing a banquet. And at that banquet, each tribe will be honoring a very special program, which means that we get to make the selection. And today, this morning, we will be announcing that school, and they will be here. It's kind of a surprise to everybody. They don't know who it is, and we have a plaque and a certificate that we give them, and the chief will make that presentation this morning.
Well, through the magic of television here, and because we'll be editing and showing the show on Saturday, can you go ahead and give our watchers the announce of that award right now?
Yes, we are very, very honored. One of our community-based schools, the Muscogee JOM program, will be honored this morning as our exemplary program out of the 47 school districts.
Who are the most important people to us? The children. When is their most important time? Now. And who's going to make a difference in their life? I. That's right.
What makes us different from any other program, education or Indian education regardless, is that it involves the community and the parents. Under Title VII, it's really the school district and the state that kind of governs what happens. It's really under No Child Left Behind, meeting state standards. But under JOM, we are able to meet what the community needs are. Culture programs, language programs, school supplies, even clothing and shoes when the kids can't make it. We don't want our children to act like they're better or getting more. We want to give them an even chance, the opportunity to make them just as equal as everybody else so that they can succeed.
Hi, I'm Gerald Wofford, and we're traveling Indian Country, a new segment of Native News Today. As you know, we cover stories from all over the state. Recently, we went out west to the Lawton Anadarko area, specifically the American Indian Hall of Fame Museum, nestled there on the outskirts of the city of Anadarko, is a very special place to visit. Native American past and present are honored there in this special place. So we encourage you to go and visit there. We have this story for you. We also went out to Lawton to the Comanche Nation Casino last week. The Native American Boxing Council super middleweight title was on the line. 2 Native American boxers fighting for that coveted title. So we have these 2 stories here from the western Oklahoma area, traveling Indian Country, right here on Native News Today.
Speaking with the NABC Super Middleweight Champion, George Comanche Boy Tadanapa. George, you took care of business tonight. Describe the fight, though, for us, please.
I was in there with the durable contender, JJ Korn, Menominee Boy. He come to fight, come from the north, fought everybody. He'd been around a long time. Since I was a junior in high school, he was fighting pro. I had to go in there, learn a lot. He wasn't going nowhere. I hit him with some good shots, hard body shots, and he kept coming. He was in there. I mean, 2 Indian boys was going at it. It was like I said, that was for hunting rights, you know. Ain't nobody give no ground, and hopefully he gave me his best day. You know, I gave it everything I had, and I left it in the ring, and he gave it what he had, and he left it in the ring, and just taking my first step now. I got a long path to go. NABC champ right now. Hendon boys, we coming up. HBO, baby.
How did you feel tonight physically, training for the fight and everything?
I started 6 weeks ago. Hit my diet hard. I've been disciplined. It's been 6 weeks, 6 days a week. Had all my runs. I've been down the weight for 3 weeks. All I had to do was pull back. I was ready 3 weeks ago. I had to pull back. We had to take some time. Me and my team, this is our first big fight, 8 rounds, our very first championship fight. My trainer, David Vaughn, out of Elgin, Oklahoma.
You had obviously trained for this fight weeks ago, but it was recently, perhaps in the last 2 weeks, that you were informed that the NABC title would be up for this fight. How did it make you feel when you learned about that?
Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be the NABC belt. There's no other Native American champions out there. It's the NABC. There's no need to have no other champions out there. There ain't very many as Indian boys. And I mean, that was a great display. We're just coming in there, NABC, other champions to be named, and it was my honor. It was my honor to have it.
We're at the National Hall of Fame for Famous American Indians, and my name is Lena Billy, and I volunteer here as a attendant for the center here. And this is also the information center for Anadarko, and we have 57 busts located here on the grounds of Native Americans, representing many different tribes throughout the United States. We're open from 9 to 5 daily. Sundays we're open from 1 to 5. We're only closed on Christmas, basically. The museum was built in 1952, and there was one lady that basically has presented most of the bust here, and we've gotten donations from various places, and they bring them in here, and we set them up on stands for public viewing. All different tribes coming here, and a lot of people from the Netherlands and England and other places outside the United States that have been have gotten information about the Anadarko and the other museums here in town and come through here on a regular basis. Mainly because it's a combination of various outstanding leaders from the various tribes over the United States, and they've been all had busts made and brought into one locale to be able to view the outstanding Indians among the tribes. We're located on Highway 62 east of Anadarko. We're about a block and a half to the east of the last stoplight in town. And entering Anadarko from the east, it's almost it's right close to the first stoplight going into town on the highway, the main highway. Our phone number here is area code 405-247-5555.
All right, we're going to take our last commercial break, but do not go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll have our all-new segment for the show, Behind the Scenes, as we visit with a very special guest.
Hey, this is Adman. Smoking is the leading cause of preventable death in the United States.
Hey, this is Craig Jeezy. Smoking accounts for 400,000 deaths in the United States each year.
Yo, I'm the Silverback, and we're the Jasper Kings, and we'd like to invite you to join us at the Native Voice for Native Youth talent show and concert for tobacco prevention.
We have too many kids smoking when they're young.
Thanks, and we hope to see you there.
We got too many kids smoking when they're young. Got too many kids.
Hey everyone, welcome to an all-new segment we have here on the show, Behind the Scenes, where we give you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at what's going on here at the Muscogee Creek Nation, and what better way to start off than with our public relations representative here at the Muscogee Creek Nation, Mr. Thompson Gouge. G, thanks for being on the program today.
Well, it's a privilege, and I'm just glad to be here to help be a part of this show today.
Well, we really appreciate you and all the hard work that you do. Now, let's take everybody through a regular day. You know, everybody sees you around, but may not know what goes on. So tell us about what a regular routine day looks like in the Office of Public Relations here at the Muscogee Creek Nation.
Well, my normal day here at the tribe is, when we arrive, like everyone else does, check your email just to see what's going on, see if any departments have anything going on in their departments that need to be out there in the newspapers, the local newspapers that are out there within our jurisdiction territory. I visit the chief's office to see if anything is going on his agenda that we probably would like to know about and maybe cover, and then if anything, I like to correspond with the communications department to see if they have any other information that I don't have personally yet. So, but we work good together.
Yeah, when you look at what's going on through the chief's office, through the communications department,
exactly,
and all the other tribes and information, it's a full plate, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot going on here at the tribe, and a lot of times it's just hard to cover all together. And it's great to have a communications department such as what we have here at the tribe to do things, look for news things to cover, and just things that I have to cover, and we just try to work together as much as possible.
We have a great time around here putting things out in the public realm.
Oh, definitely.
It really, if you've missed the show the last couple weeks, and hey, you better not be doing that. But if you missed the show the last couple weeks, a lot of the stuff that's been going on has been things that G here has been working on, as far as some of the things going on at Fountainhead Resort with the destruction there, and the golf course acquisition, and working with that in the state of Oklahoma, as well as a lot of things going on at the Tulsa Creek Nation Casino with the new expansion and the brand new casino up there, the River Spirit, right there along Riverside Drive in Tulsa. Going to be a wonderful thing, and those type of things there are reasons to be excited about Creek Nation, right, G?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's just going to give our tribe an opportunity to expand, even including our Lighthorse, that's just going to allow them to expand. My understanding, they did receive like a $400,000 grant with another, on top of that, $225,000 grant, which is going to allow them to expand and buy equipment to actually, to grow.
Yeah, and that's one of the things here at the Creek Nation. The programs and the services provided are, each department do such a wonderful job, and he mentioned the Lighthorse there, and we spotlight them today on the show, coincidentally. And also, you look at the behavioral health department and what they're doing, the wonderful things that they're doing. Tony Fish and his crew, they have been up for a national award. I don't know if you knew about that, G, but they've been up for a national award out in New Mexico. So that's a big thing out there going on, and it's given away from Harvard University. So a lot of recognition for that program, and the program in Lighthorse as well. So Creek Nation program's doing a great job. I know the administration is proud of all the things that they are doing, as well as with the Public Relations Office. But you, it's sort of an envy of all the rest of us. You kind of get this stuff beforehand, before everybody else, and you find out about the great things going on at Creek Nation right off the bat. That must be nice.
Yes, it is. These are some of the things that Chief Ellis has really, dreamed. These are the things that we are trying to do. He's created a couple of positions this year. The Secretary of the Nation. Of course, the Public Relations Department. The tribe in itself is really moving forward in a lot of the things that they're doing today. You mentioned the reintegration program. They're up for a big award this year in November. I believe it's October 21st is when they're going to go out there. But yes, Tony Fish and them, Mr. Anderson and Miss Andrea Alexander will be the ones that will be representing out there. Mr. Anderson, from my understanding, has been in this reintegration program, I guess, a long time.
Yeah,
that's kind of been his life. So, but we've got people that have the desire and the compassion to do their job, and that's one thing that we want to do here at the tribe.
Yeah, and that's what you've been charged with is making sure that the people outside the tribe know those wonderful things that are going on. And one of the big things about your job is this year, the Tulsa State Fair coming up. It's a big event. We'll be looking at that in coming weeks, but the Creek Nation is visible at the Tulsa State Fair right there with the Creek Nation Casino booth. And one of the wonderful things is not only do they showcase some of the programs, but they also showcase some of the artwork, some of the skill and talent of our Creek citizens. And speaking of, this guy here, an accomplished singer and a musician in his own right, and does wonderful work with his home church and as the worship leader there. But I know you don't like to talk too much about your music, but I'm going to make you be unmodest today and talk a little bit about yourself. What is it that you get out of that, and really that you bring into your professional life too when you look at your talent?
Well, I guess what through the music ministry that that I've been called to, that's something that it's a big part of my life. It's actually my life. I've been taught to whatever I do to the best of my ability and do it unto God, and that's what I take that same teaching to my job here at the tribe. Whatever I do it the best I can, best to my ability. So that's what how that transfers over to my work here at the Muscogee Creek Nation.
Yeah, one of my next tasks is going to be throwing together a Creek Nation talent show. Yeah. And in the finals, I'm going to have you, Second Chief Alfred Berryhill. It's going to be like our own little Indian Idol. Indian Idol is what I'm going to call it.
Native American Idol.
Exactly right. Native American Idol. We'll have that coming in a few short weeks. But no, all kidding aside, G, doing a wonderful job.
Thank
and I
you,
want to
sir.
thank you for being here and kicking off behind the scenes with us. And hopefully we'll get this rolling. And we want to thank you for making sure everything gets started on the right foot. And
Yes.
we're doing a wonderful job in your office.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you, Jason. And like I said, we just want to thank the Native News that y'all are doing a great job and covering a lot of things here at the tribe, and not just limited to our tribe, but other tribes, just anything Native American here around Green Country. And so we just appreciate everything that you're doing here.
All right.
Wraps up another program this afternoon of Native News Today. As always, we thank you for joining us. And, we want to say special congratulations to Virginia Thomas and all the special things they're doing there with the Johnson O'Malley program, and the special accolades that her and some people in her department have received. So, Mado to them and all the great work they're doing.
Yeah, Gerald, it's sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. It's really well deserved that we give out a shout out to that department and Chief Ellis as far as the work that they've done with the JOM program, because the Muscogee Creek Nation JOM program, as well as the administration, has almost single-handedly gone to Washington and really knocked the dirt off the cleats and went to bat for national JOM funding from the administration there. So I want to just say kudos to Chief Ellis and his administration. It'll be one of his greatest legacies. So it's, hats off to those guys. And
That's
Virginia
right.
on the national level already doing great things. So.
Yeah, a lot of great lobbying done there on the Johnson O'Malley part as well. Jack Shackelford and the Muscogee Creek Nation Lighthorse Department getting their new building there, and congratulations to them, and get a chance there to come visit and say hi to them there. And also, too, to Mr. Jabon Gouch stopping by for the behind the scenes, a new segment that we have here on Native News Today. Appreciate that. Lena Billy for giving us the tour of the American Indian Hall of Fame Museum out in Lawton, Oklahoma, or excuse me, I should say Anadarko, Oklahoma specifically, out in western Oklahoma.
And I bet a lot of you didn't know it existed before today.
That's right. It is kind of a special gem there in that area, and you kind of have to look for it a little bit, see the signs, but once you do, take a tour of it, really nice, just take your time. I think you really enjoy that. And also, too, congratulations to George Tadnop, the Comanche boy, capturing the NABC, Native American Boxing Council, super middleweight title.
Look good coming to the ring there with the Comanche flag flying overhead, wasn't it?
That's right. A lot of Native pride there on the line. Jonathan Korn, his opponent, Menominee, he was also very proud coming into the ring.
Yeah, another one of the great things about this NABC and these guys really climbing the ranks is we watch a lot of, me and you and I watch a lot of sports, and one of the ones we watch a lot is boxing. We're always talking about the next big fight, on HBO, pay-per-view, and the next big fighter coming out. You always see these Latin fighters. The Mexican fighters have always had a proud history, and they come to the ring with the Mexican flag and everything, and I'm ready to see some Indians do that. So that's good to see that on the show today.
Well, and as always, we're proud to bring you these stories here.
Absolutely.
And please contact us here at the office here and tell us any stories going out there. And I know you see things out there, events and everything. God, that would be great to be on Native News Today. Please contact us here.
All right, for everybody here, we'll see you next Saturday. Jason Salzman, Gerald Wofford, Jared Moore. You guys have a great week.
Stories are themselves.